Hello, 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 everybody. It's Friday again. Yes, it is. And you guys know what that means. It's abbievt stream day. Woohoo! Hi, how's everybody doing? I'm very glad it's Friday. Oh, I've had a very, very long and exhausting week. Otter! Hi! Welcome in. How are you doing? And you got the first! Well done. You beat him. Well done. Happy Friday. So heckin' sleepy. That is such a mood. I almost had a nap today. And yesterday I did have a nap. Busy! It's a Busy! Busy's here. Hi Busy! How you doing? Welcome on in. Happy Saturday for you. We still have to wait a few hours. Goose? Exactly, Goose is here. Let me do my usual pluggy stuff. So we've got social links for Twitter and Blue Sky for basically go live notifications if you're not already following. IGTV link if you want to see a list of everything we finished on stream so far. The YouTube is existing and there's extra content going on there. I now have 2 parts of the Callisto Protocol up on there as Let's Plays. The first one went live last week, second one went live today. So if you're bored this weekend and you're missing me after today, you know what you can do. If you're interested, there is a Discord. Don't forget, if you want to send me anything, you can do so safely through Throne. And creator cards, if you want some virtual trading cards of your favorite streamer, aka me. Oh god, that sounds so conceited saying that out loud. Okay, anyway. What do I need up? Let's leave this one up. Yeah, how is everybody doing? My week was very long and annoying, and to be perfectly honest, I was so exhausted, honestly, most of the week, and so exhausted today until, like, we ordered food, pretty much, so, like, 2 hours ago, that I was like, do I have the energy to stream today? But then food helped, and having Tim around helped. So we're here. So yeah. Last time we finished off the eastern sections of puzzles and the towers and everything, and apparently we're heading into the pyramid for the first time. So let's hop into this. Let's see what's going to happen in the pyramid. Let's just see. Also, for reference, I do have a snack today because I had dinner and I had already ordered cookies with dinner, like one for me, one for Tim. But I had dinner and I was like, I'm still hungry. So if I mute at any point and it seems weird and random, thank you for the headbats. It's probably me eating my cookie. So yeah, just so you know. I'm actually quite relieved to be streaming now. That sounds really weird, but I'm relieved. That's how stressful and exhausting work has been. Cookie! Yeah. We don't need a cookie monster, we got an Abby. Abby is the cookie monster.
Oh. Come on, people, get on board. We haven't got all day.
Okay. So I have learned that if I have like a game that's kind of like a bigger download lately, my PC wants like a couple of minutes to warm up to playing it lately, and I don't know why. I have heard that apparently some Windows updates been tanking GPU performances, but I forgot to check that and see if that's a thing. Let me just run around here for a minute, make sure it gets all of its lags out of the way before we hop into this little ship.
We're all waiting for you at the VTOL.
I'm coming, Byron, I'm coming. Just let my PC warm up to the game. Cookbee, yes. We don't need Cookie Monster, we have Cookbee. I am the cook bee.
Yaku, take us in.
Aye, aye, sir.
Let's go into the pyramid.
Have any of you ever read an ancient writer called Ian Banks? I guess not. He postulated the concept of the outside context problem. That's when a society encounters something so advanced, so different, that they simply could not have conceived of it. That's what this is. This whole place is one giant outside context problem. And we're headed right into it.
I think I can set down over there. Should I?
Please do.
Really
I can't
convenient
wait to get
place.
a closer look.
Look at this place though. Like, that's wild. Because that looks like it's all metal, so how did it all get up here? How did it get built like this? This is always the question we ask
Setting
when
down.
pyramids. How did it get
Okay,
built?
everyone. We need to explore as much as we can, separately if need be, but stay in touch. Record anything interesting you find, and pay special attention to any clues as to who built this place and why.
The schematics we found in that lab were extremely incomplete. So if you can find any more of those, that would be great.
Oh, see, my
I
PC
think
wants
someone
to
should stay
load
at the
again.
VTOL just in case.
I volunteer you. See you later, Al.
Okay. Look over here, right? This triangular space over here with the red light flashing on it periodically, that's where we just flew in from. And conveniently there's this giant landing pad? Suspicious. Terrifically cute. Just like Audie! Audie is terrifically cute. Hee hee. Yep, it's the truth because I said so and everybody heard it. True. See? Busy agrees. Oh, also I forgot there's statues in here. They look kind of like the big versions of the statues out in the actual worlds. Oh, these guys look more like these cyborg humans that we're playing as. How dare you make me even busier? Calls for revenge crafting. Wait, what? Huh? What do you mean revenge crafting? No. No crafting. Okay, no, wait, I may be reading this wrong. I'm gonna specify. No crafting for the Abbey. Crafting because Otti wants to? Yes. Everyone here is cute, especially the one on my screen right now. God damn it. I approve of revenge crafting. But, like, you slighted me. Yeah, but did I really? I just called you cute. Is that really slighting you? Really? Must craft you something. No, you don't have to. You really don't have to. It's okay. I'm running out of space on my desk as it is. Oh, I bought some more blind boxes last weekend? No, it was Monday. It was Monday because we weren't working on Monday because it was Easter. I bought some more blind boxes, so I have a set of elemental cat figurines from AFMAL, and there's 8 in the series, and so far I've managed to buy 5 boxes and get 5 different elemental cats, so they're all over my desk. I also have like the jelly versions of the cat dragons, which I got 2 more boxes of those. No, I got 1 box of those when I was out on Monday as well. But it was a duplicate, so I have 2 purple ones now. So I have also 5 of those sitting on my desk. I have no desk space. What else will make things right? Nothing. You just being cute. That's all that's needed. Just Otti existing, because that's cute enough. No! Am I just gonna make you craft harder if I keep going?
Hold on a second, 1K.
Aye!
I think I can find an override for that door.
Maybe after that you can help me with this elevator?
One problem at a time.
Thank you for the cat attack.
With these file structures. Okay, door should be opening.
Ooh,
Now,
door's open. Okay.
about the elevator.
Actually, the elevator's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No idea where I am, but it's working.
Don't go too far.
Okay.
Try to circle back.
On it.
I guess you could climb into an elevator to nowhere. I will start crying like you did yesterday. No, don't cry. Why were you crying yesterday? It's not good. Definitely just need to go this way. I should really not take on any additional crafts. Exactly. See? There's a perfect reason not to revenge craft. There you go, Honor. I revenged you. This is true. Yes. I got attacked by kitty cats. Pusheen-shaped kitty cats. So... revenged? Maybe? Question mark? This is very one way. Okay. It's because I'm like half distracted with talking to you guys, which I'm not bothered by at all. I just keep thinking that there's a different way to go. Oh, hey, Yakut.
Hey, 1K, can we talk for a second? That whole thing with the elevator just gave me the creeps.
Why? What's up?
When we first arrived here, I was really excited. It's such a huge place. The technology is so advanced. If we figure out what it all means, we could really change the future of New Jerusalem. The mayor says we have to avoid repeating the mistakes our ancestors made, to stay humble, to not reach too far. And that sounds very abstract, but I've seen the ancient cities. I've seen how much they built, how much they grew, how far they fell. So I've been thinking, what if all this sets us on the same path? What if this is too much power for anyone to control?
Okay. In case anybody is hearing it with me, there is not a duplicated voice in that you're not hearing it twice from like my mic and the game. It's literally echoing because you're in a chamber. I was confused for a second, but that's exactly what it is. The whole conversation that he is having is echoing in this chamber. So, don't worry about that. Let's see. It could be dangerous. I don't think what went wrong with our ancestors was too much power. That's true. Well, actually no, that's not true at the moment. But anyway, original impulse was correct. No. Premise is wrong. I'm gonna go with... it's more complex than that. Power isn't necessarily good or bad.
So what do you think it was? What made our ancestors destroy themselves?
Not me being tempted by... They took their priorities wrong if they had properly invested in medicine. Oh. Before the virus. I forget. The whole backstory between this is there was like some viral pandemic that killed off the actual humans. Okay. This sounds very accurate. Most of them want to do things differently, but their political systems wouldn't let them. Let's go with... They got their priorities wrong. If they had properly invested in medicine before the virus, they would have survived.
I never thought of it that way, but you're right. If you think about how vulnerable they were to diseases, it's incredible that they didn't invest more into protecting themselves. Why do you think that happened?
Probably policy. Some kind of political problem we can't understand anymore.
You might be right. Our understanding of their society is pretty limited in some ways, despite the archive we inherited. But if the problem was political, that means we don't have to repeat it. Thanks for talking to me, 1K. I know
You're
we're in the
welcome.
middle of something, but I kind of needed that.
You're welcome, Yakut. Between present 1, 2, 3, 4, burst track for sister, twice freebies, BTS freebies, and potentially present 5, and then miscellaneous stuff that I would do if I had time and energy left for other. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of craftings. That's a lot of craftings. Yes, I understand. Please do not add revenge crafting to this. Please. I promise I will try not to call you cute so often so you don't feel a desire to add revenge crafting to your list. Even though it will make me sad because we all do think you are cutie pie, but I'll try not to. Ooh, what the hell is that? It's like a floating gold upside down teardrop? Interesting. Where are we headed? Ooh, I see a bridge. And time-sensitive stuff I'm doing. Like the Sonya cosplay and sewing a new outfit if I ever pick it up. Aww.
Looks like another set of puzzles.
You have a lot of
Same
stuff
pattern,
going on.
1 gate, 3 receivers. Like some sort of fractal symmetry.
Fractal symmetry. Okay, I guess we're doing more puzzles inside the pyramid then. Pyramid puzzling. Now. Oh, yeah. Oh, I already have the pieces? Okay, that's weird, because normally all 8 of these things need to be lit up. Because that's how I got the pieces. Apparently I just have the pieces. Okay. Sure. Apparently I just have the pieces and I didn't know that. Oh no, that's not the right piece. Hold on. This way around? Nope. Absolutely not. I don't think we were meant to start with this piece. Hold on. If I don't have stuff going on, I immediately perish. No, you won't. I promise you won't. Oh, there we go. Ooh, pretty pink. Activate 3 beams. Okay. Do I just casually have the pieces to cross these bridges already? Abby's sharpest tool in shed. No. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. I appreciate that you think that, but really the answer to that is no.
Locked out of parts of the system. I think I've tracked down some more schematics though. Let's see. This might do something. Or not.
I am curious what Melville's doing over there with all the electronics and stuff that she's talking about. Okay. Puzzle time. Oh, these puzzles don't have names. Okay. That's gonna trip me up. Wait, there's no... There's no, equipment that I can pick up here apart from just going through this other gate. Oh. Okay. Oh, wrong way. No. Oh. No, wait, you have to actually use all of them. Hold on. Let's go backwards. Put this one this way to start with. Nope, that's the wrong piece. Maybe start with this one. There we go. Okay. Hi. Red? I wonder if... I'm just gonna put that there. And use use this red one here to connect to that. Okay. Now back across the bridge. Oh, of course, I remember. I don't remember the actual layout of the puzzles or the solutions to them, but I now do remember them being somewhat confusing. This one. There we go. That makes the green one. So I can come up these stairs. What's up the stairs? What's up the stairs? Oh, I don't know why my brain comes up with random references like that that are relevant to what we're doing, but it does. We just like walk along all of the, I was gonna say roof, but it's not roof. It's just like this, the edge piece. The heighted edge piece. Imagine being relevant couldn't be me. Ditto. Very much ditto. I could not be relevant if I tried. But ditto is relevant. Shoot. No, you're right. Ditto at the moment is relevant. I more meant like ditto Abby agree because Abby also not relevant and couldn't be relevant. Wait, I can't do anything with this laser. Let's go past the laser. What's up here? Oh, I see a wire. Do I have to turn something on? Oh. Well, now the laser's on.
Good job, 1K.
Okay. Just gonna run back down here to go do the other two sides. I know when I'm being a silly little jokester. You know what I could say to that, but I don't want to make you revenge craft. Please be my coin toss. Do I eat ice cream or make churros? Does it have to be one or the other? I should get like a coin toss widget. I've seen them. They look pretty cool. I should just get a coin toss widget. Okay, I'm gonna guess that's a yes. It has to be one or the other. You can't do churros with ice cream for dipping. I don't want to overeat. Okay, okay. Churros.
This is madness. Even the walls are bursting with power.
I don't have scoop ice cream, just... Oh, okay, ice pops, yeah. I'm gonna say churros. Because I know how much you like your churros. I have the lemon ones with the licorice. Lemon ice creams with a licorice stick. I've never heard of these. Churros are very yummy. I mostly agree. It depends how much they insist on putting cinnamon on it for me, because I'm not... Well, put it this way, there used to be a time and period in my life where cinnamon would make me gag. So, not the best plan for me. What's on this side? Ooh, hello. What do we have here? I feel like potentially this red one is not actually meant to be connected to this. Unless it is meant to be connected to that, but I don't think that it is. Connect this here. Connect this to these two. And then, this one. I don't know what to do with it, so we're just gonna connect it there for now. What do we need to get through this? Oh, we need a blue one? Aha, okay. Oh. Okay, I know roughly what I need to do. Very, very roughly. But I know what I need to do. So it's okay. Hopefully. Connect this red one to that blue one. There we go. Pulling a lever. I sent you a picture of the package. Okie dokie. Because, yeah, I've not heard of that before. I have not heard of that at all. I'm just gonna take this bridge that's right here. I see the green cannon, since we lit up the red and blue ones. So I at least know I'm going the right way. Which is always a plus.
I wonder how far down this goes.
If you're scared of heights, I don't think anybody would like to know how far down it goes. Big old statue. See, these look like humans, like us kind of humans, not cyborg humans, you know? Let's go down, even though I said we probably don't want to find out how far down this goes. I'm gonna keep going straight because this looks like, yes, puzzle level. Okay. Will this go through? Ah. It's one of my wall breaker ones. Okay. Hold on, what if I pick it up and also do this with it, and then put it on the other side? Does that work? That works. Okay. Perfect. And we found our way to the green cannon! I suddenly can't remember the words to that song. I know, like, we're yelling timber, da 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 da, da 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 da. That's it. That's all I know. Oh, and the lever's right here. Here we go.
The gate's open. 1K if you want to. Go ahead. I'll finish up scanning this.
If I want to. What if I don't want to, Byron? Just a question. I think I'm actually gonna get some ice cream because my throat is is icky. Yeah, that's fair. I think I'm getting a cold. You're getting a cold, but you're eating ice cream. That won't help. Sorry for ignoring your expert coin toss. Honestly, it's fine. I would be very hypocritical if I was like, oh, you didn't listen to me? Why? Because the amount of times, you've no idea, I asked Tim, like, what should I do? Should I do this or that? And he says that. And I'm like, okay, so I'll do this. And he just looks at me like, why did you even ask? A sniffly and sluggish and bland. That's okay. Honestly, you don't need to say sorry. It's fine. I don't mind. Oh, I have multiple bridges to set up. Well, I'm gonna do all of them because I can. Hopefully. There we go. Yes! Okay. I count at least 3 others, or 2 others, because one of them might already be done. I'm just gonna do them all, because I can. Because I'm silly. And I like puzzles. Why not? But I feel bad! It's honestly, it's okay. Genuinely. Have you ever known me say, it's okay, and not meant it? Be honest. Okay, so that one's done, and that one's done. Okay, so that just leaves this one. And then the one to get across to the door that opened. I guess. Let's go see what was behind this door. I don't know if I want to know what was behind the door. I don't know what people are thinking when they're saying something and what if they secretly hate my guts. That's such a valid point. Honestly though, it's okay. Trust me. I sent the picture and I'm gonna grab the ice cream. Okay, you do that. And I'll have a look at the picture after stream because my phone is on charge in the other room. Because I charged it in the middle of the day yesterday, so it didn't need to get charged overnight. And then I used it all day, so now it's on charge. Again. Okie dokie. What are we gonna find? Oh, this looks like a little island. What is this room? Interesting. Kind of looks like a thrown together crypt or temple or something. Out of metal, of course. Of course, you can't not have it be made of metal. Oh, it's one of these. A palm reader. Oh, wrong button. Ooh, there's one just named question. I have a question from Miranda. I was doing some reading while the last trial was running and I came across something I don't understand. There are a lot of references to ancient humans feeling that science is boring. To me, everything we're studying is mind-bendingly incredible, whether it's quark gluon deconfinement or or neutrino antineutrino oscillations, or even something incredibly basic like the properties of light. I understand why our ancestors cared about art, why a beautifully crafted story or poem was moving to them, but how could they not see that everything that surrounds us is just as incredible? Studying science is like studying the most incredible machine ever created, a machine designed to build worlds and tell stories. How could they not see that? I'm sure there's a good explanation, but I don't get it. Miranda. And there's some schematics. Oh no, the schematics broke me again.
Mother, what are you thinking about, Mother?
The Talos Principle. You see, it has 2 applications.
Over here.
One is to the self. It means facing the truth even if it frightens us. Understanding that living beings are machines and we can't afford to lie to ourselves. But that's just the beginning. The second application is to the world. This one seems easier at first. It's less difficult to understand that the universe is a machine, governed by laws.
So we and the universe are the same.
No, and that's the crucial part. We are conscious. Consciousness is rare, unlikely, but it's also the foundation of everything else. Without us, there can be no meaning. Without someone to perceive it, the beauty of the universe is pointless. But that shouldn't make us arrogant. No, in fact, it means we carry a tremendous responsibility. We are the light of the cosmos. And if we go out, there will be nothing but a cold, dark machine.
seen her.
The founder was here?
She could still be here. What if this is why she left, to build all this?
I
We
like
have
how
to look for her.
it was just
I'm
shaking.
reading
the
some
whole
pretty
room.
big energy spikes. I think we better scramble.
But she could be right here, right behind the next door. I could turn around a corner and walk right into her.
If she's really here, she'll still be here when we come back. But right
True.
now, safety needs to come first. Let's go, Byron.
You're... Oh. Damn you, but you're right. Heading back.
Let's go back to our little ship thing. Yum, yum, yum. The whole place is just periodically shaking. Like, if I stop, the whole place is shaking. I'm kind of scared it's gonna collapse in on us, but I feel like I don't remember that happening. So maybe it doesn't. But my memory could also be just really wrong, because it wouldn't be the first time. Oh, we can just run in a straight line. That's very helpful.
Was that really the founder?
I think so.
It was her. For years, I've wondered what happened to her, why she left, where she went, why she didn't tell me.
If the answers are here, I promise you we'll find them. We just have to be careful. Follow protocol.
The only thing bad about licorice sticks is that it's not sturdy. Oh, is your ice cream like on a licorice stick instead of a wooden one? Oh, yeah. I could see that being a thing. Yeah, okay. I could see that being a thing. It's gotta hold the weight, and then ice cream melts so it gets wet, so yeah, it's not gonna stay. It's not gonna stay sturdy for very long.
I still can't believe the founder built this place. Has she been here the whole time?
We don't know that she actually built it. All we know for sure is that she was here at some point.
Of course she built this. Who else would have the kind of vision necessary to accomplish something like this? The question is why? And why like this? Why recreate all these aspects of the simulation? What is she trying to tell us?
It does seem like it might be a test. I can't imagine any other explanation. But why is it so broken? Or does it just appear to be broken so that we have to learn how to fix it? I hate this.
Well, I know one thing for sure. Everyone in New Jerusalem is gonna go absolutely nuts.
Okay, we're almost at the little ship thingamabob. Actually, that's a good point. I just went to the right, but I could have gone left. What was in here? Because I never came in here. Ooh, green light. Oh. Okay. Is that it? That's everything on this side. And I think I saw a palm reader as well. Yeah, palm reader. Let's see what's in this one. Rust. Ulysses, excerpt F5358. How dull it is to pause, to make an end, to rust unburnished, not to shine in use, as though to breathe were life, life piled on life. We're all too little and of one to me. Little remains, but every hour is saved from that eternal silence, something more, a bringer of new things, and vile it were, for some 3 suns to store and hoard myself, and this grey spirit yearning and desire, to follow knowledge like a sinking star, beyond the utmost bound of human thought. I feel like I just don't appreciate poetry. Like, period. Wait, what's this way? I also didn't come this way. I just happened to manage to find the correct way to go the first time. That's another palm reader. Okay. Chernyshevsky 005 on loyalty from Arkady Chernyshevsky's In Our Likeness, Essays on Humankind Reaching Adulthood. What I propose then is that we are not born as entirely free agents, responsible only for ourselves. The very core of what we are, our sentience, separates us from and elevates us above the animal kingdom. As I have argued, this is not a matter of arrogance, but of responsibility. However, this blessing also demands something else from us, something more personal than responsibility, and that is loyalty. Our ancestors, less atomized than we are, experienced a crude version of this loyalty, swearing allegiance to tribes, races, nations, and other such semi-fictional concepts. This fragmented understanding was easily exploited and led to many conflicts. We can condemn them for that, or we can choose to believe these were necessary historical steps toward our growth, but above all, we must stop indulging in such childlike behavior. Our species can no longer afford to believe in Mother Russia or Uncle Sam. Neither, however, can we afford to indulge in the adolescent rebel's misanthropy, rejecting the many gifts that we have been lucky enough to receive, not from above, but from the history of our species. To put it simply, each of us owes a burden of loyalty to humanity itself, to the human project across time and space. This is not a minor matter, or some abstract issue for philosophers. It is a profound and significant part of every human life. It is the universal source of meaning and insight that can bind us together and set us on a path for a brighter future. And it is also division, a line that must held against. I think that's meant to be hold. A line that must hold against those who preach the gospel of self-annihilation. We ignore it at our peril. Failed to load profile. Chernyshevsky, like Drennan, stood by this belief to the bitter end. Without him, the archive would not exist. As we owe humanity our loyalty, so we owe a more personal debt to those individuals who gave everything for our story to continue. Okay. I don't think there's anything else in this room. Right? Just run around in a square. Okay. Well, I guess now we can go back to the ship. Don't know how I managed to get the correct path the first time, but if that happens again, I'll be even more impressed with myself. Portrait's hard to appreciate because there's usually a very thin line between profound and pretentious. Actually, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I've just, like, never got poetry. Even when we had to study it, I just didn't get it. I get it even less when it doesn't rhyme. Because at least when it rhymes, it has, I wouldn't say a function, but it has, like, I guess more fun to it. Because you can, like, I don't know, rhyming just is more fun than not rhyming.
All right,
if that makes
take
sense.
us back to base camp, Yaku.
Yes, sir. I'm getting some new readings. Looks like 2 of the northern sites are lighting up.
I think that may have been me. I suspect the puzzles are somehow tied to the transport system. Like we're supposed to solve them in a particular order.
Our main objective is getting back into the megastructure. 1K, I want you on puzzles. You seem to have a knack for them. But the rest of us can't neglect our secondary objectives of studying this island and understanding this technology.
I was chewing on cookie. It has a cadence that makes things easier. Exactly. Yep. Violets are blue, roses are red, you're a potato, but a damn fine one at that. Why are you adorable and silly at the same time? Sir Tim, poet of the finest caliber. Yes, he is very silly and romantic. And good at stuff like that. It's a rhyme on a different level. How? Face value instead of letter value. You s- I love how even you don't know what you're saying, you're just saying words. I don't think potato rhymes with blue. Red and that is closer, yeah.
The other way around it also doesn't work. Because if this rose, a red, violet, a blue, there comes a weird sentence, and so are you. It only rhymes with because there are two sentences. The comma doesn't really do much normally with the rose, red, violet, and blue one.
Does it not? I thought roses are red, violets are blue. It's usually filled in with something that ends. It's something that rhymes with red and then something that rhymes with blue.
No, normally it just ends with blue.
Is it just the blue? Oh.
Yeah. That's why I swapped it around, so I could rhyme red with that.
Oh, I'm silly. Let's do... Okay, we have North 1 and North 2 available. Let's do North 1. Just do them in order, because
You
I'm
should
like
be
that.
headed towards an island off the northern coast. The terrain's pretty rough, so be careful.
The island has another island attached to it.
Yes, it has several, actually.
How irritating.
What?
I guarantee Melville's only annoyed because she's thinking she has to set up more electronic stuff and troubleshoot more electronic stuff. Ooh, pretty snowscape. Lots of icebergs and little broken pieces of probably like Arctic or Antarctic shelf. Probably. Ooh, anti-grav to get out of the transport system? Okay. Whee! Oh? Wait, is this a floating island? Wait, what is happening? Huh. Well, I see like plenty of puzzles. I see... Let's see, I see a statue over there. And 1, 2, 3... 3 puzzles so far, plus the one that was right in front of us. Interesting. Okay. Oh, there's 2 puzzles up here. Okay. Is this one number 1? Yes, it is. Let's start with number 1. I try. You do try. You're very good at trying. Oh, I remember these. This is gonna get fun and confusing real quick. Hello, it me. I do jumps. You know who that is? Haha. Now it's also me.
What the?
I just took over a different body. Yep. That happened. Can I see myself from here? Yeah. Oh, right. Can't get through that by standing on that. Oh, there's ladders. That would make more sense. There we go. Okay. Bringing myself through here. And let my second buddy go back on the other side. To open up the 3rd gate. Got ads coming in about a minute, everybody. Just a quick heads up. It's funny because I do write poetry pretty often. It's usually just venting stuff, but some of it's now on my silly newspaper club site. You have a newspaper club site? There we go. I learn new information about my friends every day, it feels like. Okay, let's go to room 2. Oh, there's multiple up here. I thought there was... Okay, I thought there was just 1 or 2, but nope. 3 is up here as well. Well, let's go talk to some folks. Ow.
What can I do for you, 1K?
Did you know the founder?
I sure did. Not as well as Byron, but she was still around when I was born. I remember she came and talked to me after New Alexandria, told me how sorry she was. I never blamed her for that. It wasn't her responsibility.
What was New Jerusalem like when you were born?
A lot busier than it is now. My most defining memory is that it was extremely noisy, because something was always being built. Got annoying after a while.
Sounds like the UK and the Netherlands. My newspaper club only has the site and the actual newspaper where the organization I'm currently working with to get me back in the work. Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. Tim wants to open chips. Thank you for giving me the warning you want to open your chips. And take your cookie. Hey, that's my cookie. You took yours. Meh. My ice cream is delicious. Good. That's good. He has to meet my former neighbor. That man did not stop building us not a disco shed in the backyard. Oh boy. I bet you're glad you don't have them as neighbors anymore. That's a plus. Didn't matter if it was dark out or light. He was busy tinkering away. We have a similar thing here. Happiest gal. Fair, fair. No, we have a similar thing here where we keep hearing drilling, but all of these apartments have like solid concrete between them. So we have to use like, depending on the wall, like if you're doing it on a wall that neighbors another apartment, you have to use like a really heavy duty drill. But the amount of times that we've heard these drills since we moved in, and we should only really be able to hear like downstairs, upstairs, and next door. It always sounds like it's coming from the same place, and we're kind of like, how much wall do you have left? Because it's that often. And it gets frustrating if it happens like while I'm trying to work, because then I'm like, I'm trying to focus on stuff and you're drilling. Like, sir, do you not have a job yourself? Do you want me to throw hands? Honestly, I would as well if I knew who it was. Because I'd go up to them and be like, how much wall do you have left? Because it sounds like none. Anyway, tell me about New Alexandria.
For some reason, we'd convinced ourselves that New Jerusalem wasn't enough, that we needed another city. We thought it would be easier the second time around. All it takes is a little bit of arrogance and a little bit of ignorance, and people die.
Okay, thank you. There's something else here. Here we go. Byron!
Hey, 1K.
What if Athena left the island long ago?
Then at least we may be able to find out what happened in New Jerusalem, why she came here. But I don't think she left the island. I think she's still here, waiting for us to make the right choices.
Okay. What makes you think that?
It's hard to articulate. There just seems to be so much intent here. There has to be a reason for all this. And Athena is the only reason that makes sense.
Okay. Why do you believe that there should be more people?
I think every single human being is completely unique, and every instance of consciousness is a miracle. The more of us there are, the more alive the universe is. And the more we all interact with each other, the more complex the life of the universe becomes. So I believe that people are a fundamental good. I don't believe we're all flawless, but I think every one of us matters
Okay.
precisely because nothing else does.
Fair. Do you think the megastructure technology could be misused?
Could be? Yes, of course. All technology has the potential to be misused. From fire and the wheel to whatever makes these particle clouds. But that doesn't mean it has to be.
Okay. Does your faith in humanity ever waver?
In the principle of it, no. It's not just that I believe humanity is fundamentally good, although I do. It's that I think sentience is the foundation of everything else. What's the point of stars and galaxies, of hills and forests, without someone to perceive them? But my faith that we can actually grow up, that we can break out of these loops and take control of our destiny, that's something I struggle with every single day.
Okay. Interesting. If technology isn't the problem, why did our ancestors destroy themselves?
Because they refused to grow up. They refused to take control of their lives. They let bureaucrats and financiers determine their destiny, and those people could not think beyond themselves, beyond the tiny, insignificant moment they were trapped in. Their technology could have saved them, but what really failed them was their imagination.
Okay. What are the implications of Melville's analysis of the particle clouds?
Athena was always trying to understand the reality underneath what we perceive, the objective truth. That's why she was capable of leaving the simulation. And even after she was free, she never stopped trying to understand more. I suspect her research took her another step closer to understanding the truth. And such steps always challenge our conception of the universe. But that's the wonderful thing about science. We can adapt our views to the evidence.
This game's getting quite real. There are some real, discussion points. It's quite philosophical at points, yeah. I noticed that Miranda called Athena her mother.
She did, yes.
Is that usual?
Some people in New Jerusalem choose to live in family units, although usually that involves marriage or equivalent ceremonies, not having children. You could say that Athena was a kind of mother to us, and Cornelius a kind of father, but it's not quite the same.
Okay. I love how I say okay after every single time. Do you believe in the existence of something sublime or transcendent?
In the sense of an interventionist deity? No. I wouldn't rule out the possibility, but it's not something I personally believe. But I do think there is something genuinely sublime in this universe, and it's right in front of us. Consciousness. The fact that this sense of self is even possible, that an arrangement of matter can produce a self-aware mind? Think about it. It's a fundamental property of the universe, an unbreakable law that matter has the inherent capacity to become more than the sum of its parts. That is the definition of transcendence.
Don't tell AI that. It'll take it upon itself to decide that it's transcendent above all else. How did Mayor Hermanubis get elected?
Herman? Honestly, I think he makes people feel safe. The world beyond our walls is frightening. Human history is full of failures and disasters. It's easy to look at that and recoil. Herman offers a vision of the future that feels contained, manageable.
But what do we sacrifice to gain that safety?
Precisely. Our curiosity, our creativity, our ability to grow. Everything that made us who we are. To me, that's not worth it.
tell me a joke. Let's lighten this up.
How many robots does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know. How many?
Replacing a light bulb is a waste of resources, and the founder would be outraged.
Ha 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 ha. That's hilarious.
Herman didn't seem to think so.
Okay, thanks. Bye, Byron. Oh, I wish there was like an awkward fake laugh option. Okay, leg up. What have we got here? Oh, I got a platform. Can I use the platform to get my buddy out of here? Yes, I can. Perfect. I'm gonna swap back to myself. And hop on here. And take control of the guy. Oh. Wait. I still need something to keep it turned on. Alright, let's place it down. Oh. Okay. Sure. Sorry, that's funny. I know what I need to do. But that was just funny. Yeet. Yeah, I yeeted myself. Okay. Oh, this is all I needed to do. Oh, wait. No, it's not, because I need to take the platform off this guy so I can get through here. There we go. Let me just put the platform down over here. Woo!
Any further insights on the particle clouds, Melville?
To be honest with you, Byron, I feel like a caveman trying to study Bose-Einstein condensate. I'm seeing unknown particles whose every property violates the laws of physics, apparently capable of being controlled and recombined into just about anything. It's ridiculous.
Maybe someone in New Jerusalem can figure it out.
Sure,
Okay.
just give them another 1,000 years.
Okay, let's talk to Yakut.
Miranda is the founder's daughter. It's still kind of blowing my mind. She came all the way out here, left everything she had behind, and created a new life. Why do you think she did that?
That's a good question. Maybe she was lonely.
Could be. I know I've felt really lonely. Even when I was surrounded by people. Like there's something inside of me that just can't connect. Like there's this deep sadness about the world, about history.
Okay.
About everything. And I don't know how to get over it. Sorry. Probably oversharing.
I feel painfully called out. Painfully called out. But it's okay, it's fine. We move, you know? We move, it's fine. I often feel the same way.
Well, that sucks.
Truth.
You're so young. You should feel innocent and optimistic. But I get it.
Innocent and optimistic. Couldn't tell you the last time I felt either of those. That's not true. I could tell you the last time I felt optimistic. That's about it. I wanted to ask you about something else. How are you feeling?
I'm not sure, to be honest. This is all so surreal. Walking around here is so peaceful, but it's also I don't know. One moment I feel inspired, the next, kind of creeped out.
Why is the northern part of the island mostly underwater?
Our ancestors relied heavily on fossil fuels for energy generation, which released a lot of carbon dioxide. This caused the atmosphere to trap more heat, which changed the planet's overall climate. The effect continued even after they were gone, and these low-lying areas were flooded. I've seen a lot of places like that.
Did you ever meet the founder?
No, I never did. I would have loved to.
Have you changed your mind about trying some puzzles?
Nope.
What did you make of the megastructure's interior?
You know, people throw around the word awesome a lot. I probably do it too, but I think what we saw in there is the proper meaning of the word.
Okay, thanks. Have a good day. Where's number 3? Did I walk past it? I did indeed walk past it. Okay. Number 3. Dual stream. Don't think I could manage that on this PC. Ooh, yes, okay. Where are we at? Red and red and red. Okay. I have an idea. I don't know if the idea will work, but I have an idea. I'm gonna connect both of these with the actual laser. Oops. And place it on top of there. And then do this. Swap over. Ooh, okay. So that only opens one thing. Oh wait, hold on, I know what I have to do. Swap to the other one. And then hopefully take control again. There we go.
Okay. I've been watching you solve these puzzles, and this body replication tech is incredible. It just casually blows up the very foundations of our society.
Yeah, it does. Probably need to sleep, have a day of all days ahead of your art. That's not a problem. Thank you for being here, Otter. Have the bestest sleep and all the best dreams, and hopefully you can make it through tomorrow relatively unscathed. But thank you for being here, I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye! What do you mean? Or you're right, it's revolutionary. You're right, this is revolutionary.
You can say that again. Making even just one of us is bloody hard. We're not like toasters. You don't just weld together a couple of wires and a motherboard and call it a day. Not to mention how hard it is to even find some of the materials. And this thing just, poof, new human.
But the goal was to stop at 1,000, wasn't it?
It was. Or was it? And even if it was, sorry to be heretical, but does it matter? If we can figure out how this works, we can finally, easily create more people. We can grow. We can expand. We can build a real civilization. Isn't that worth pursuing?
I mean, maybe? I will force my mother to get me ice cream. Good. Good, you need more ice cream. You deserve more ice cream. I would say tell her that your friend says you deserve more ice cream, but then she might get mad at me, so... I don't want to make her mad. See, on one hand, I understand the reasons that you might want to limit population, but I don't know. Maybe there is some point where there's enough people, but this is not it.
Look, yes, large amounts of people can cause problems, but even the problems they cause are interesting, because without people, the world is boring. I'm not even saying there isn't some planetary limit, but I've done the maths. It's in the high billions, not a measly 1,000. Anyway, we all need to think about what this means. Glad you and I are more or less on the same page.
Okay, gotta get back to work. Even though this is not work for me. Okay, I don't think there's anything else over this side. There's just those 3 puzzles.
This body replication technology is proof of just how vital this expedition is.
Oh.
We may not know how it works and what its limitations are, but the technology itself isn't even what really matters. What matters is to expand our imagination, to realize that other futures are possible. I'm glad you see it that way too, 1K. After all, the world is better with you in it, isn't it?
I'm not going to respond to that question because people will get mad at me. Okay, 4 is back here. I really should probably find the lab. I'm sure there's a lab here. High ground? Oh yes, that is high ground. Okay. Let's see. If I hop on here, and then hop on here, maybe I can hop the other one up here? I don't think I can just jump up there. I think the other one below me needs to jump at the same time. Which is not ideal. Oh, wait, there's a third one. Okay, well, you get down. This, I think, was the original me. I didn't notice that there was a third person in here. I feel silly. Okay. Me. Onto... Oops. Onto... Okay, maybe put the box down. Let's start with the box being down. Oops. And then the one underneath me can hop on the box. And then the third one can pick up the box, maybe? Nope. That doesn't work then, okay. Interesting. Is there another piece of equipment? Like, is there another... platform thing? That's the word? I'm not seeing another platform. Yeeted myself again. Wait a second. Hold on. My brain partly is now like, what if the box is meant to sit underneath. I don't know how that would work, but like if the box was maybe meant to sit on the platform. But yeah, I don't know how that would work. Ah! Yeah, definitely couldn't just do stuff because I felt like it. Okay. And now the third person. Not really sure what to do here. Just yeet myself off again. Right, hold on. Nope, part of me wants to like pick up the block, but then I'm like, how do I get up there? You know? Very confused. Hold on. Just yeet him off. Nope. I'm very confused. I definitely think we need 3 of us. But I'm not really sure how that would work. Very confused. Hop up. And then... Nope. Hold on. Let me just double check. But there's nothing hiding in any corners. These are the only 2 pieces of equipment, right? Yes. Only 2 pieces of equipment. Okay, so clearly it has to be like person, equipment, person, equipment, person. But I'm not too sure how we get like up, if that makes sense. Because if I'm holding this, I don't think that we can jump onto it. No. So if we can't jump onto it, how's that gonna work? Unless they're meant to take the box. But then what do we do with the box? Oh, just walked off. What the heck do we do with this? Let me put the box down and hop onto it. You're gonna go like that. Actually, maybe what we do is we put the box just like on top of the platform? Is that gonna... Nope. Okay. Never mind. Can we put the platform on top of the box? Yes. But when we pick up the box, it doesn't come with the platform. Okay. And when I try and jump on, it wants me to get off. Okay. So they have to be holding the platform or the box. No, they have to be holding the platform for me to jump onto it, and the box has to be on the floor to jump onto it. But... Okay, but for that to be a thing, there has to be a way to... Human equipment. Human equipment. Human. Because there's 3 humans and 2 pieces of equipment. And this wall is 3 humans high plus equipment. But the only problem with that is that if you're holding the block and you're the 3rd person up there, it's not going to do anything. The block has to be on the floor. That's not what I meant to do. Trying to think, like, how else the 3rd person could potentially be used. Can I just grab the... Nope, that eats them. Okay. I don't think I can place it on top here. Oh, I can. Can I take just the platform out? Well, technically, yes. Yes, I can. Okay. Sure. That works, I suppose. Okay, it was just stuck on a hitbox. Alright. You definitely need, like, a 3rd person. Unless I can just hop here, but I think I can't jump higher enough. No. So then, how does this person pick up the box without eating the folks on it? Because this is kind of screaming like somebody stands on the floor holding the platform, somebody stands above holding this so the 3rd person can hop up. I feel like I'm missing something. Am I missing something? Am I being a little bit blind? I'm not seeing any equipment. Like, other than what we already have. Anywhere. Help! Yeah, no, it just eats stuff around. Oops. Didn't mean to take control of this one. See, I can take this and I can put it there, but then I have no way of getting back up. Unless somehow. Wait, hold on. Can I crouch? Nope, that wasn't what I meant to do. That also wasn't what I meant to do. Okay, I'm getting stuck trying to figure this out. We may as well read some of the new research since I accidentally opened this up. Preliminary analysis results regarding the particle clouds. Imagine an ant trying to make sense of a nuclear power plant, an armadillo trying to explain disco music. You get my drift. These particle clouds contradict every known law of physics. What's really shocking here isn't that we're seeing a new and powerful technology. It's what this implies about our grasp of physics. A lot of what we thought we knew must be wrong or incomplete on some fundamental level. A humbling realization. I don't like it. Okay, Melville. A system that runs all the tech on the island, inside the megastructure. From the degree to which vegetation seems to have spread, I would guess the megastructure has been abandoned for a while, although the combination of moisture and heat does create an ideal environment for plant growth. What makes it harder, to be sure, is that some plants have clearly been placed for decorative purposes, so a lot of what we're seeing may have spread from there rather than from coming in from the outside. It's surprisingly beautiful, but also kind of creepy. And experimenting with the mind transfer body replication tech. Minds and bodies. The founder appears to have developed a technology that prints new bodies using those particle clouds we're already familiar with. These bodies come with a protocol for instantly transferring the user's mind. I cannot sufficiently underline how mad this is. The implications would be breathtaking if we breathed. There seem to be a number of safeguards. So far, I've not been able to get this tech to work outside the puzzles. I did manage to sort of make sense of the mind transfer protocol, however, and I'm uploading all the data I've collected. It will need to be studied extensively before it can be used, but I can think of a lot of other potential applications. What really grinds my gears, though, is how casually it's all deployed. It takes us ages to make a new body, and here there's a whole bunch of them doing no more than holding up platforms or standing on pressure plates. Is this all a joke? I like Melville. Social media. The founder megathread. Okay, let's have a look at the megathread. Jeremy, please keep discussion of the alleged presence of the founder at the site of the megastructure confined to this thread. Libistros. I'm still in shock. I wasn't even sure the founder was still alive. Ovis. Of course she is, and now that we have reached completion day, she has sent us her sacred messengers. Jock. It could still be aliens pretending to be the founder. Zagaran. It's not aliens, and if Prometheus and Pandora are her sacred messengers, why has one apparently chained the other? Thekla. The day of her return is imminent. Aurinia. So now you agree that Byron was right to want an expedition. In fact, it was the founder's will all along, and when you said it would be wrong to even consider going to the island, you were acting against the founder? Thekla, your word games aren't going to help you when the founder returns, Aurinia. Neve, it was wonderful to hear Athena's voice again, but with all the emotion inherent in this matter, we should be careful not to get swept away. We don't really understand anything yet. Schuler, I can't help but wonder, if Miranda is her daughter, was Athena trying to start a new civilization? Did she abandon New Jerusalem? She would never abandon New Jerusalem. Ovis, 1K is right. It's impossible. Something else is going on here. Emish, I agree, there must be more to this. She must have some kind of plan. Why else would she create all those puzzles? It's a good question. And now I get to have the question on my mind of how in the heck I meant to fix this puzzle. Okay. And if I jump, like as this person, I possibly could, like if I was capable of controlling both of them, have them jump and then I could just jump up there, but I don't think that's possible. Third person. Oh, wait, hold on. No, wait, I just remembered. This has to be down. I forgot the block has to be down. We can't jump on the block just because it's being held up. See? Shoot. Pick up the block and put it like underneath me. Yes, I can, but then I can't get back up. Ah! And this one can't just like pick this up because then I fall off of it. Gosh dang it. What if I have somebody just standing on it? No. It has actually be picked up to be able to stand on it. Okay. Okay, sure. What if... we leave it on top of the block? And then somebody picks up the block. It falls off. Okay. Well, I don't really want to resort to using the hint system if I can avoid it. Yeah. But I might have to. Or Google, although I don't have anything with me that I can use to Google. Ah! I'm still convinced I should be able to hold this and have somebody jump on top of it, to be honest. I feel like I should be able to do this. Just yeets him. Okay. Nope. They have to be off so that I can jump on top of it. Okay. I am very lost. What was the name of this puzzle again? High ground. I do feel like I'm missing something. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Oh, I have something new on YouTube to watch when I get done with stream, I just realized. Okay, I don't want to use the hint system really, so I'm gonna just have a quick look, a very quick look at a... Oh! I missed that. Hold on. Okay, I missed something. I did miss something. There is another piece of equipment here. Hold on. Okay. Somebody else, come over here. I didn't realize there's another piece of equipment right up here. Right there. Okay. Okay, that makes life a little bit easier. Alright, let's put this here. I'm gonna hop over here and swap to the third guy. Second person onto the block, onto the other platform. Third person can now hop on the block. So, me at the top, I can hop off and to finish the level. Of course I was missing something.
Every one of these clouds seems to contain exactly the same amount of energy.
That's interesting, Melville. Right, I should be finding a lab somewhere. Where is this? Wait, hold on, keep forgetting I have a compass at the top of my screen that you guys can't see. It has question marks on it, so they lead to stuff. It's over here. There's apparently a question mark up here somewhere. I think it's gonna be this puzzle. I feel like this puzzle's gonna be one of the secret ones. Not very well hidden if it's a secret one though. Yep. Little triangle is that it's a secret puzzle. Okay. Which we could just do. We could just do them since we're here. Let's just do them.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished.
Or
box.
still evolving.
Could still be evolving, this is true, yep. And a platform. Okay. I have a box and I have a platform. Up, and I can take control here. Okay. What else could I do? I think it's just this one I need to block. Maybe? Maybe I'm not even meant to block the one that I just did. Maybe I'm just meant to immediately block the one behind me? See if I can do it now that I'm not in the way. No. And this has to be open for me to reach the other side. Okay. Anything else? Any other equipment or laser? Not lasers. There's no lasers in this one, but what was the word I meant? There was a word that I meant. What word did I mean? Not lasers, but something else. Equipment, that's it, just equipment. Is it equipment? I don't know what I was trying to say now. Fantastic, okay. Actually, you know what? This needs to move, like, here. I think, possibly, what I have to do. Possibly. Is have this just be high enough that it blocks the other thing. Possibly. I'm gonna take this, hold it, and have this sit up there. And now if this person hops onto the block, no, I need it to be able to block the other door. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to pick this one up. Okay, I think I have to be standing on top. And then put it down. Okay, here we go. Up on the block. Up here. Do that. And then the only problem with that is that I need to get back on the other side. Can I jump over this fence? Nope. No, I can't. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. I know what to do. I know what to do. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's try blocking this door and then having this person walk around. There we go. There we go. My brain turned back on. That's always good. Still not really sure what I needed the box for now, but that's fine. Oh wait, no, I still need the box. But actually I don't really. There we go. I didn't really need the box after I done the thing with the door blocker. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can find this other question marks. We have other question marks here. There was a path down to the right here somewhere. Which way is it to number 5? Down this way? Bizarro! Welcome in. How are you doing? Hi, hi, hi. How are things? Oh, number 5's down here. Cool. We're playing the Talos Principle 2. It's getting quite deep when we have conversations with people. I am looking for puzzle rooms, but I'm also kind of looking to see if I can find some question marks, because I have a compass that is technically hidden from you guys on stream because it's at the very top of my screen. But the compass has question marks on it, which usually means there's something there and they want you to go find out what it is. You have initiated a dialogue with Foxybot. Beep boop blorp. abbievt is robot. Beep boop blorp. I probably shouldn't make jokes like that. One of our friends got her account banned for a week by Twitch for calling a character in a game ballsack. Which is just hilarious because I'm not being funny. I have seen games where as a joke the devs named a character like Balzac and they want you to say it like Ballsack, so I probably should stop saying it. Although I am very small, so maybe Twitch doesn't care. But then maybe they do, because they seem to have a problem with VTubers and just small tubers in general. But who knows? Anyway. Audio log.
As we continue exploring the cold northern reaches of the island, the contrast between the harshness of this place and the softness of New Jerusalem becomes more and more pronounced. There is a kind of madness in what we are doing, going to a place that is so hostile to our existence. That does not mean there is nothing to love here. There is, in fact, a great beauty, but it is a hateful beauty. A beauty you can only love because there are places that are not like this. And yet, it is precisely this hateful beauty that the people of New Jerusalem fail to see, and so cannot understand their own blessings.
Don't mind me, I was finishing off my cookie. Oh. A common joke for robots, I suppose. I could return with blood gurgle spit. Yak yak yak. Yeah. It was funny. I genuinely laughed and was also like, really? Twitch? Really? There's plenty of other worse things going on your platform, but sure. Somebody using a word. Sure. Not even one of the worst words you could possibly use. That people on your platform use on a semi-regular basis, it appears. But you know, it's Twitch, so I'm not super surprised at the same time. Is there anything I can use to hold this down other than my own body weight? Like that I can actually reach at the moment? No. Oh, wait. Yes. I didn't notice that there was another bot up here. Here we go. You're probably gonna wind up back here. But not right now. Because you're needed over here. So I can take this box out of the prison that it's in. There we go. And then that should allow me to hopefully, well, I was gonna say hopefully oh no. Bless me. I was hoping that it would let me just put it over the fence like that, but obviously not. Okay. Now you need to go back this way. For a couple of reasons. One, I need to be up there. And two, I also kind of just need the guy that was helping me to be there. Where did I put myself? Here. Hold on. I wonder if I can just kind of pick it up. No, but maybe if I have it sat on top of this, then I can pick it up. Yeah. There we go. And now I can finish the level. There we go. There was a literal product called Balzac. I'm sure I'd heard that before. Yeah. Point then click as an advertisement video. Trigger for it. Also, what if they were referring to their favorite author, Balzac? Yeah, see? This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Like, the other thing was, like, I saw her post saying she got her account banned.
I can't imagine spending years in such a desolate place. For what? Science? Enlightenment?
Back at this.
I'd much rather be back home in New Jerusalem.
I think it's beautiful in its own way. But I don't understand how our ancestors could survive here. They were so fragile. Imagine getting stuck out here in the cold. I wonder if there are wolves.
It's kind of a miracle biological humans lasted as long as they did.
Yeah, so I remember seeing her post that she'd been banned for a week on Twitch. And on one hand I laughed, on the other hand I went, does Twitch care that much about this kind of random BS? Or is that somebody literally heard it, got offended, and reported her account for it? At which point I was then like, if that's the case, that would be the pettiest reason I've ever heard to get somebody banned. I didn't like this one word that they said that wasn't actually offensive. Do you know what I mean? Is does this lead me up where the other one did? Is this where I came from? Did I do that puzzle? Yes, I did. Okay. Ooh, what's down this way? All the little side paths. We got ads starting about 45 seconds, everybody. Just a quick heads up. Achoo, yes, that was a very important thing to say. Yeah, I have to let the sneezes out, otherwise they win. They defeat me. Because then I'm just there like, ah, 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 it's not coming out. And honestly, that's more annoying than just sneezing. Although I do usually try to... Oh, this just leads up to a a statue. But let's see what's at the statue since I can get up to it. Let's just run. It's quite a long path. I'm still looking for a lab as well. Haven't found that yet. Almost there. Almost at the statue. People are offended by everything. Yep. Literally impossible to not be offensive.
So these
Even when you're not trying it.
represent each of the entities. Pandora, the Sphinx, and Prometheus.
Makes sense, I guess.
For a given value of sense.
Oh, wait, I remember what these ones are, I think. Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. Yeah, I remember what these are. There's just like little purple balls of energy floating around, and it basically is one of those like, follow me! And it's gonna bring us back up here. So I'm gonna avoid that because this was a long run to begin with. Yeah, you can try not to be offensive and somebody will still be offended by it. You know how everybody says every single Pokemon somebody loves? Like there's every single Pokemon has somebody who's finds that Pokemon to be their favorite. It's the same thing with being offended by stuff at this point. It's like, oh, this thing that's really not offensive to say, yeah, somebody will find it offensive. It's just like you can't win. Melville!
Yes?
Did you ever meet the founder?
Of course I did. She and Cornelius were both there when I was born. Neath was just starting to take over back then, and they were still showing her the ropes.
What was the founder like?
Busy. There was always another problem to solve. Did you know that she never upgraded her body? Always prioritized everyone else. That's the kind of work ethic I wish more people had.
I agree, but there also needs to be space for other things in life.
I suppose so. For me, living is doing. But I understand that other people have more varied needs.
Do you ever crave companionship?
I've never felt the need for a partner as such. I've met a lot of people who do. Athena and Cornelius, Atal and Damien, Sarabai and Hypatia. But that's not really for me. So far, at least. But I do have social needs like anyone. What I like is a pleasant buzz of humanity. Not too close, not too far. Something I can be part of without having it get in my face all the time.
Could these visions affect my mind?
The data stream overloads? Yes, they could. There are safeguards to prevent that from happening, but these aren't exactly carefully controlled circumstances. It's hard to predict. Our brains are absurdly complicated, which is why it's so hard to make more of us.
Why do you think the founder left New Jerusalem?
Maybe she just got sick of things breaking all the time.
So what exactly can these particle clouds do?
As far as I can tell, anything, which is insane.
How do you feel about Mayor Herman's policies?
I used to think it was the only safe way forward. Keep things simple and under control. Now I'm not so sure that ever made sense.
Okay. What do you think about Miranda?
She's so innocent and full of wonder, it should make me want to retch, metaphorically speaking. But I'll admit, she's sort of charming.
Okay. I gotta get back to work. Bye! Okay, we're looking for number 6, but I'm also still looking for a lab, so... Oh, there's a big question mark here. Which means it's close by. Oh, I think this is just a palm reader. Okay, I can take a palm reader, that's fine. Whoever the reviewer for our case sounds extremely biased. Once again, it's the reason why people are leaving the platform, and again, Twitch wonders why it's losing money. I mean, Twitch has been hemorrhaging money for probably longer than half of us have been on the platform for. Yeah, probably anyway. But yeah, no, I agree. Problem is, the only other platform I know of that you could possibly swap to that like a decent number of people know about is Kick, and I refuse to. Or like stream on TikTok, and I refuse to. So yeah, it's kind of like, this is kind of the only place where people know it. There's already a community around it. So I feel like that's half of our problem though. Like, it's the same problem with Twitter. Like, a lot of people move to Blue Sky or Mastodon or something else, but none of them are as big as Twitter was. So it's kind of like everybody's kind of just stuck in this wasteland of, this is shitty, but there's small, barely known ones that some people have moved to, but not others. But the shitty one already has like a built community on it. What do? You know? Kicks its own brand of wasteland. Precisely. Literally, when it started to become a thing, I went on and made an account to save my username in case, because at the time there was like this thing going around that because Kick was becoming bigger, it was going to completely overshadow Twitch and Twitch wasn't going to exist anymore. So that was the only reason. So I have an account over there under the same username, but I've never streamed to it and I've never used it. Because why would I? Because Twitch is still here. And I don't want to get involved in anything involving Kick, because every single thing I see about it is not good. They're wastelands because they're all built with rules for the rich, but just like everything else. Yep. One rule for some people, a different rule for others. Twitch is the worst for that, to be honest. Gonna be very honest with you. Twitch is the worst for that from what I've seen recently. On Cornelius, I'm probably gonna get banned now for like a week or not. I'm gonna get banned for like speaking crap about Twitch on Twitch. You know what I mean? You have to be ultra political on the others. Yeah, it's no thank you. From the personal reminiscence of Mitku, 166. There are some people whose true importance you just don't notice at first. People who quietly hold things together without making a big deal of it. That's what Cornelius was. Always by Athena's side, he calmly and carefully helped us all stay on track, reminding us of our shared humanity and the values that had brought us this far. I cannot imagine how painful it must have been when Athena left him behind. When he went on his so-called research expedition, most people thought he went looking for her. To be honest, I thought he might never come back, and I was surprised when he finally did. I still don't understand how she could leave him. They seemed to love each other so deeply. After he returned, Cornelius was different. He founded the Museum of the Simulation and very rarely left its premises. The archive scholars doted on him, but he walled himself off, becoming almost as much of a recluse as Eustathius, and only then did I slowly understand how much the city had lost. Blake. God appears and God is light to those poor souls who dwell in night, but does a human form display to those who dwell in realms of day. Okay, I still don't get poetry. The Prime Mover, excerpted from Considerations by Eustathius 2. While it is hard from our vantage point to fully believe in any of the ancient religions, I must admit that I have come to believe in the existence of a Prime Mover. Not a designer as such, certainly not an interventionist god, but some force that set the universe itself into motion. I do not know if it is possible for us to ever truly understand this being, since it must by definition exist outside our understanding of reality, but I do believe that it exists. Does it look upon us with love? Are we entertainment, perhaps? Does it preserve some memory of us when we die? All of this I cannot answer, but I do not disbelieve those who honestly speak of having experienced some manner of brief communion with this entity. It's simply too common an experience in human history to easily discount. As the motion of the universe proceeds from the Big Bang, so whatever force animates us, whatever constitutes the true foundation of consciousness, proceeds from the Prime Mover. Miranda, what do you think about this, Mother? Athena, I don't believe in any kind of prime mover, but I thought you should read it because Eustathius is an intelligent person and he came to this conclusion after a great deal of thought. It's important to respectfully consider points of view we don't agree with. This is true. This is very true. You have to be, yeah. Just making sure I didn't miss any of the chat messages there. Modernity. Wouldn't be the first time I've missed chat messages. I've missed a lot of them in the past couple weeks. From the Book of Annotated Internet Comments by Eustathius 2. If modernity is so great, why is everyone so fundamentally disappointed with the world? Why do we sigh with pleasure at the sight of old houses, but feel nothing but depressed and alienated by skyscrapers? Why do we yearn for lush forests and wide plains, not narrow canyons between buildings? We love all this technology so much. Why is our idea of happiness to get away from it? Could it be that progress is just a story we tell ourselves to justify why we allow ourselves to be dominated by inhumanity, and older forms of living have something to offer? It seems that many of us share this desire to immerse ourselves in nature. Though we are ourselves entirely technological beings, we enjoy and value the Earth's diverse and unpredictable biosphere. But does that mean that progress is just a narrative, as this ancient commenter suggests? Or does it mean that technological progression and a love of the natural world are not in fact mutually exclusive? Failed low profile. And yet, if this person was left on his own somewhere in the wilderness, he would feel nothing but terror. The appreciation of nature is rooted in the experience of civilization, of safety. Athena. True, but he's still right. So much of what our ancestors created in their last years was alienating to the majority of people. Feels a low profile. Then the question isn't one of modernity, but of control. Okay, interesting. We were finding puzzle number 6, I believe. And also still looking for the lab. Oh, there's a question mark down here. 6 is this way. I'm going to go to 6 and then we will keep following for 7 and 8 and the question mark. Oh, hello.
If we believe that life is inherently valuable, if we think that other species are worth preserving, and we recognize that most of the universe is barren, then it follows that we have a duty not only to defend life, but to spread it. If life is the most valuable thing in the universe, then perhaps, in a sense, the cosmos itself is depending on us to do this. Like birds carrying seeds to uninhabited islands. Maybe that's our role in the galactic ecology.
Okay, red. Whoops. Okay, there's a red laser through here. Do I have a second body I can inhabit? Oh, I do, but they're behind. Oh no, I thought they were behind a door that needed to be opened, but they're not, so that's okay. Pop that there, that gives me this. And if I move the block here, I can at least use the red laser. Maybe? Perhaps? Just gonna swap back to my original self. And pull this further back. Oh, I don't have that door open. Or unlocked. Okay, I can stand here. That's alright. Wait. Hold on. I need to be in a position where I can swap back to myself. Hold up. There we go. Okay. Let me stand here. Back to my second body. There we go. There. And then that leaves us with this. So we can hopefully find a way to connect the two. that through the other side. And control this one. So. Aha, okay, hold on. This one needs to be like there. And then this one comes over here. No, I'm not gonna put anything on it. I'm gonna stand on it. It needs to be slightly further. There we go. Where am I? Where's my original person? Hold up. I need to go to the other side. So I can reach myself when I'm back over here. There we go. Puzzle done. Boom. Okay, 2 more left. And if I find the other secret, more disconnected room, I'm gonna do that as well. Because why not? I know, when I went onto YouTube, just have a quick look to see if I was missing something in that level I got stuck on. I saw something very exciting. They posted a new trailer for the new Professor Layton game like 7 hours ago, which I'm very excited by. I love the Professor Layton games. I am currently replaying all the DS ones. Because my plan is hopefully to replay all of the DS ones and the 3DS ones before I play the new one. But I'm very excited. And if there's another trailer, hopefully that means it has like a, potentially like a launch date. That would be nice. Like a release date. I'd love that. I'm very, very excited. I get to watch that after stream. That makes me very happy. That looks like a rift. To the store. I found the lab. Here we go. Palm reader. From Quentin. Archived message from Quentin to Athena. Dear founder, I never got to know you. People tell all these stories about you, and I don't know what to believe. Some people say to ask Cornelius. Others say Cornelius is too blinded by grief. Some say Byron stands for the truth. Others say he's a fanatic and a radical and we should listen to the mayor. There doesn't seem to be a way of getting a straight answer. Why did you abandon us to this chaos? Why can't you just come back and sort it out? If you are reading these messages, don't you care? Quentin, 852. From Rodamne. Archived message from Rodamne to Athena. Dear founder, thank you for everything you did for us. I am grateful for the life that I have, which would not exist without you. I hope wherever you are now, you are at peace. Rodamna 727. And Noema Project 5. Progress notes, trials 938 through 1000. Version 0.12 successfully deployed. New labs established to avoid interference. First successful duplication of advanced machinery. Trials 1001 through 1308. Data collection and analysis. Translation, groping in the dark. Okay. Trial 1309. But blank, but QFT fails to account for this. Blank. Must rerun trials 1212 to 1294. Maybe God was just trying to make an apple pie from scratch. Ooh, schematics. Schematics that don't break me. We like this.
This looks like it has something to do with energy generation. Am I reading this right?
Have found another palm reader. From Belzerzan. Belzerzan. I'm gonna go with, you have to say it faster. Belzerzan. Archived message from Belzerzan to Athena. O great and sacred founder, I believe I have discovered the truth that our so-called leaders have hidden from us. This absurd and sacrilegious goal they they have had us working towards, this hubristic completion day foolishness, was never your true intent. Even this abomination of a city that calls itself New Jerusalem is a deception. Why would you want us to return to the sinful ways of our ancestors, strangling the living soil with steel and concrete? No, it was when you and the first companions lived humbly amongst the splendors of Gaia, having no need for all this wasteful ostentation, inherited from our weak and decadent ancestors, that you showed us the true path. After all, why would the progenitor have given us such hardy bodies if she'd intended for us to live in unearned luxury? From the very first, we were built to be free from pride and material excess. Your teachings have been obscured and perverted by ideologues, worst of all by the traitor Byron, who once was like a son to you, but you should know that there are still those of us who remember the truth and await the blessed day of your return, when surely justice will be meted out and humanity will finally return to its intended path. Hallowed be your name, Belzerzan. There we go. 943. The shutdown. Oh, text and an image. Okay. The shutdown. We assembled on the vast green lawn outside as the reactors began to slowly wind down. The workers were solemn, the activists who had fought against the decommissioning seemed crushed. There was supposed to be a speech, but the spokeswoman had lost her notes. Outside, the protesters cheered. My eyes were drawn to the discarded anti-shutdown banners, endlessly reciting the facts. The statistics on mortality per trillion kilowatt hours, lowest of all energy sources. The lifespan of a reactor, 70 more years in our case. Minimal land footprint, almost zero emissions, no intermittency. It became a jumble of words, a litany, almost a kind of glossolalia. As far as the protesters outside were concerned, it might as well be an alien tongue. One thing was clear to them, and that was enough. The technology inside this compound was deeply inherently wrong. It was a sin. I could not help but think of that moment on August 6, 1945, when the sky erupted above Shima Hospital. My imagination could never fully encompass it. How do you imagine more than 70,000 people annihilated in an instant? An ancestor of mine was in that hospital. He went from being a doctor, a husband, a father, a pacifist stuck in a terrible war, to being a pile of bleached bones covered in rubble, all in a single second. Not by accident, but because of a choice someone made. Not because of a reactor, but because of a bomba. Just 2 days earlier, contradicting his campaign promises, the Prime Minister had suggested that the use of tactical nuclear weapons would be an acceptable risk if the conflict continued. Very few seemed to find this particularly shocking or outrageous. They were afraid of reactors, but not of bombas. The spokeswoman gave up on finding her notes. It was starting to rain and people were walking away. She grabbed the microphone. By the time you regret this, it'll be too late, she said. But honestly, I don't know if I care anymore. Maybe you have it coming. Miranda. The spokeswoman sounds so bitter. The protesters didn't mean any harm. From their perspective, they were doing good. Athena. People always think they're doing good when they get collectively outraged. That doesn't make them right. Failed to load profile. Collective action can change the world when it's deliberate and based in reason, but it can also become a mental trap or a societal pressure valve. This is very true. Cliché. The thought-terminating cliché, from error to Miranda. As you continue your reading, there's a useful concept that I would like you to keep in mind, the thought-terminating cliché. This is a type of phrase, often a slogan or a saying, which sounds meaningful but is really intended to make you stop thinking. To pick an example from our history, someone in the simulation might say things like, "It's the will of Elohim," or "It serves the process," and that would be that, case closed. Who knows how many iterations never advanced further because they just stopped thinking at that point. Do note, however, that a thought-terminating cliché is not the same as a lie. It may very well contain elements of truth, but those elements are used to keep you from questioning a whole set of assumptions that come with it, which may be partially or totally false. This often takes the form of appealing to something you care about. We must protect X, where X is a nation, a philosophy, public order, or even the planet itself. But while you may agree that with that element, all kinds of assumptions may be included about how to protect something, or who to protect it from, or what the end goal of protecting it is. If you stop there just because you agree with the surface level statement, the results may be the opposite of everything you wanted. Like those who chose to serve Elohim and in so doing prevented him from achieving his true purpose. Okay, that was a lot of text. I'm gonna need to hydrate after that. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Okay, so that was the lab. So I finally found the lab. Going up this way for number 7. And I think the other question mark I have is just the other statue we haven't been to yet. Which way is 7? Still this way. Okay, good. Ooh. What's down here? Just curious. Very, very curious. What is down here? Whee! Oh! I think that was probably too far of a fall, and that's what that was, maybe? Didn't look like a super far fall, though. Did not look super far for a fall. What's this? Oh, I think we're running towards another question mark, perhaps. Oh, I see a building. Maybe this is the other hidden one. And that's why there's little poles in the ground alongside the path. And before it's actually just yet another palm reader.
It's an old saying about how, in the end, the sea will claim everything. I have no doubt that this is true. In the long history of the human species, entire regions have disappeared under the waves. Places like Beringia and Doggerland still echo in our cultural memories.
Doggerland.
But we shouldn't forget that life began in the sea. We are the children of the sea. And it's not through floods and ruin that the sea will claim everything, but through us.
Look how pretty all the mountains are. So pretty. But yeah, look, it's another palm reader. Chernyshevsky 11. On the Past, from Arkady Chernyshevsky's In Our Likeness, Essays on Humankind Reaching Adulthood. With alarming frequency, our mythological narratives conceptualize our separation from nature as a fall, a punishment for sinning, a loss of innocence, a decline from a golden age. We believe that a better state of humanity is possible, but insist that this state must be in the past, and yet our historical experience has been the exact opposite. For all the horrors of modern war, and they are considerable, relatively few people today have to suffer the unspeakable agonies that our ancestors went through on a daily basis. It is doubly ironic that we place our golden ages in the past, but very rarely ever consider what life was actually like for the people whose genes we carry. How cold they were, how hungry, how frightened of the cruelty of nature. What unspeakable pains they must have experienced when they were sick or injured. How many of their children they had to lose, unable to help, begging the heavens for mercy and never receiving an answer. The past is a slow receding tidal wave of grief. The battle for human emancipation is not yet won, and the path has been far from straightforward, and yet in but a few thousand years we have eliminated a great deal of suffering that before must have seemed unavoidable and eternal. Some still suffer, their lives held ransom by politics and economics, but at least we now know that a better world is truly possible, and it lies in the future. Founding 4. Hypatia's Journal number 4. From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Day 132. We had a bit of an incident today. Nothing major, but it still woke us all up. Sun was away from the camp, alone, even though we had agreed that we should always go in teams, and she encountered a group of the herbivores that we saw on the first day. Cows, they're called. Apparently our ancestors kept them as livestock. Eustathius says they squeezed them for liquid, but I find that hard to believe. But I digress. Sun encountered a herd, and just as predicted, the animals were passive at first, friendly even. Sun decided to abandon her survey to study them for a while, which went well until a group of wolves, formerly dogs, a type of pet, entered the clearing, causing a stampede. Sun is alright, only minor scratches to the bodywork and a few torn wires, but it was a close call. I guess we'd gotten a little complacent, a little too comfortable. We'll have to be more careful from now on. Interesting. And we have another audio piece, so that's good.
Now I have to talk science fiction for a bit because I love science fiction, but it drives me nuts. There's this cliche that shows up over and over, and every time someone uses it, everyone pretends it's really profound. It goes something like this. A scientist invents something good, but, oh no, it's actually really bad. You could have something that makes your life better, but no, you can't. How dare you even want it? That's hubris. That's playing God. And it's never anything that reflects the real world, right? It's never, oh no, you invented a vaccine for cervical cancer. Oh no, you invented a new class of antibiotics. Oh no, you cured malaria. How dare you? Those diseased mosquitoes are way more important than human lives. How did science fiction become so reactionary? You know, if we all thought this way, you guys wouldn't even exist. At least Alex agrees with me. She has good taste.
Okay, that's quite funny, but it's also very true. Okay, hold on. Where are we? I'm just gonna keep climbing, because I think 7 is up here, and I know that the other statue is up here. So hopefully they're just, like, together. 7, yeah, the statue looks like it's behind here. It is. Hello. Hello, little statue. Hi. Hello. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Because I remember spending forever trying to solve all of the statue puzzles and stuff the first time I played this. So we're just gonna stick to like as much of the base game as possible without going overboard. Here we go. Oh, I have another person that I can use. That's good to know. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. There's a blue laser there, which needs to open this door. Oh, and there's even a piece of equipment for me to get for it. Great, love that. Okay. Let's see if my body double is able to just jump on here. I don't think so. No. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna stand here. Well, as close to as possible, apparently. Never mind. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna stand on the little panel switch. And now they're gonna fly and land here. So that I can walk them around. So we can pick up the... oh, that's too far away. So we can pick up the laser pointer. Okay. Now. I think I should be able to do laser pointer to open door, put it there. Okie dokie. Actually, if I pick up the pointer, I can connect up the red stuff as well. This and this. Okay, so I think if it has all 4 connected to it, we should be able to use this way to come through here. And then take over and move over here so the red one can do it. Need to be able to transfer back. There we go. Oh, wait. Need to stand a little bit further back. There we go. Take control, and there we go. Now I can get through, and we can finish this level. Cool.
I'm impressed.
Okay, that just leaves number 8. And I think the second secret, special, hidden, extra level, I think. Whee! What have we got? Yes. 8 and the bridge are both this way. Okay. Let's go up. Going up, 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 it's how I'm going. Sorry. I should stop. I should really stop doing stuff like that. Anyway, yes, let's do puzzle 8, and then maybe see if we can find the second hidden puzzle. Drilling party. Alright, what have we got here? So far, don't see anything I can drill through. Like I do, but it's so far on the other side of this that I can't reach it. Okay. Oh wait, are these stairs? That makes more sense, Abby. Okay. Start with this one. It helps if I use the correct button. And then can I... Am I able to swap to the other person? No? Not close enough? Is there a third person that's closer, maybe? Oh, well, there is one over there. Ah! Wait, that actually looked like it's still working, but I don't think it is. No, it's not. Okay. I need to stop standing so close to the edge. Okay, I just want to double check that there's not like third person just over the wall that I could swap to? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. Pop you in there. I wonder if Alka played this. She played the first one on stream. I don't know who that is, but possibly. Possibly. They might have done. Okay. Not too sure where to go from here. Is the point that I meant to be able to release both of these guys, or I don't know. Is that the point? I can't swap to this guy the way that I could swap to that one. Can't be here much longer. Have a seat reserved at the cinema. That's okay. I just appreciate you being here, even if you're just lurking in the background. You know, I always appreciate folks just being here. What are you going to see at the cinema today? There has to be someone else, right? There has to be a third person somewhere. No? Really? Oops. There we go. Let's open this wall up again. Apparently. Maybe Faces of Death? Exit 8? Orange ring reminds me of Portal. It does kind of remind me a little bit of Portal as well. Except you don't go through it. The seats for exit 8. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, wait. I can see through. I didn't notice that before. There we go. Where is the red laser beam? Uh-huh. Nope. I need really specific. I'm like lowering myself to see under it, and I can't, because that's not how that works. There we go. Yay! I made my way out. Fantastic. Okay. Then, what do? Ooh, wait, hold on. I know what do. Pop this through the hole. No, other side. Other side of the hole, please. There we go. There we go. Then I can just pick it up and disconnect it from that. Connect it to that one. And then I just gotta make sure over there, top of the stairs, that I block off the correct area here. Okay. Over here, what's happening? Nothing. Can't go through that way. I wonder if I could just actually put this here. There we go. Now we have access to two of them. Hold up. Okay, so the red is all I see there. Where is the... Oh, I know where the end of this is. 2 rules in X8. If you notice an anomaly, turn around. If you don't notice an anomaly, continue moving forward. You want to get to X8. Yeah, I think I've seen people play... If it isn't X8, it's like borderline the same game, to be honest. Yeah, I've seen people play that. Yeah. My biggest problem with it is I would never know if something was actually a anomaly or not. Because I'd be like, well, it might be. Or it might not be. That's very me. To just be like, is it though? Maybe the whole point is one of these guys has to come out on the other side. Or maybe I don't need to. Nope, I definitely do need to. Okay. Ooh, I know what I can do. Possibly. I don't know if this is gonna work. But it's a suggestion in my head. Is to move this laser pointer to a different place. On the other side. Oops. And then I can sort of deal with that on my own up here? Maybe? Wait. Nope, can't deal with it on my own. Okay. I could use a blocker though. Could use this to cut a hole through the wall. Yeah, except that's not gonna work. Okay. Okay, well, I think it kind of has to... No! Not fall off the edge. Yeah, I think it kind of has to keep blocking the little section of wall where it already was. Swap back over. Oh, wait. I'm being extra silly. Hold on. I need to put the hole back in the wall where the laser pointer is so that I can pick it up again. Ah! Silly Abby. Okay. Boom. Cool. Yep. And then up here. Hi. 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 Let's make this here. Okay. And then I just need thing is that I need multiple things to keep this door open. I actually think maybe if I do that, that might do something? Possibly? Maybe? Who knows? But I do know that I could put this one on there. And then both of the robots can come through here. And then we can keep the doors open, maybe? You gave me new info, I looked it up. The X8 is indeed a video game and it's on Steam, so this is gonna be a video game movie. Yeah, okay, I didn't know that you didn't know it was a video game. That's interesting. That's interesting, because I feel like that's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. But then, you know, everybody likes different video games, so I guess it kind of makes sense that not everybody would know that it is one. That failed to put the hole in the wall. There. Nope, needs to go a little bit further over. There. There we go. Okay. Waiting for the Legend of Zelda live action. Will Rosalika be Zelda? Here's hoping. Oh, I don't know. I have very, iffy thoughts about words. I have iffy thoughts about words! No, I kind of have iffy thoughts about the whole, live action games being turned into live action movies. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm bad at saying words. Yeah, because some of them are really good and some of them are really, really bad. And it feels like there's not, like, much in it. Like, it's either awful or it's fine. But that's it. That's as far as it goes. I'm gonna need something to keep that door open, aren't I? Balls. Because I can't just, like, stand here and do nothing. I feel like this is the point where I need to move that through. Possibly. Possibly. The Super Mario Galaxy movie is good, and there might be a Star Fox movie coming. I love Star Fox, and this is gonna sound stupid, but I have literally only played, like, maybe, like the first 45 minutes to an hour of Star Fox Adventures. And I much prefer Star Fox Adventures over, like, original Star Fox. Original Star Fox is so hard to complete for me. I would say for some reason, but honestly, we know what the reason is. It's not an easy game. Okay, let me put that through there, and then go over here to deal with this, because I think this might work. What I'm trying to do? Maybe, possibly, hopefully. I don't know if it'll work, but we can try. We can try. There, okay. Can I move this a little bit further back? No. Not really. Okay, well, if it's there, that's fine, I guess. Let's see what I need to leave open. Actually, I might have screwed this up. Hold on, put it through the other side. I might have screwed this up. Just a little bit. The next thing for Star Fox is coming as early as June, and there may be another project for October. Oh! It's kind of interesting that they're doing a lot more Star Fox stuff. Like something for the Switch too. I really want Star Fox Adventures. I kind of hope they put Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube one. And I would love a Star Fox Adventures 2, to be honest. To be so honest with you. Okay, I'm stuck, so whatever you're doing, bud, you need to go do it. Okay. Let's use the blocker again. Everything I hear Star Fox, I think of Spy Fox and get confused. I mean, it has fox in it, so you're close. Adventures. It's not a bad game, but it's the black sheep of the series. I'm hoping for something that's not a retelling of Andros' invasion of the Lilat system with an attack on Corneria. I'm also hoping they don't use it once again to test some new gimmick. I mean, half of the Switch 2 is a gimmick. I just want a commitment to something good. Adventures being redone or continued was one of the projects that was rumored. Ooh. That would make a happy Abby. Just saying. That would make a happy Abby. Right. Need to think what to do. Need to think what to do. Okay, I'm gonna just... Oh no, because if I get off of that... Hold on. Put that there. And then I can come through, but then that doesn't really do very much for me. Shoot, okay. Is there not two of these? Oh yeah. One is all the way over here. Hold on. Oh, right, yes, one is all the way over here because it's keeping the door open. I can't win. Okay, hold on. Okay. Unfortunately, still not sure what to do. Still not sure what to do. Like, I know Star Fox Adventures was very much a step away from what the Star Fox series was. But I'm gonna be so honest with you. Every time I play like original Star Fox, I'm like, oh my goodness, why does anybody like this? But you know, maybe that's also just me. That could just be a me thing. Like, I just don't get the appeal, personally. Like, oh yay, I'm flying through quote-unquote space with shapes that I have to avoid or fly through, and it's not clear which is, and I die within like 2 minutes. Should I call it Starwing since I'm from the UK and that's what it was? It? I always knew it as Star Fox. I had well, my brother had a GameCube and he had Star Fox Adventures. And then when I had a Wii, I got another copy of Star Fox Adventures. Now, the second copy I had, I know was a US version because I tried to sell it to one of the trade-in stores in the UK and they were like, we can't take this because it's the US version, and I was like, it is? I didn't notice that. But the first version that I had access to was definitely a UK version. Or at least like a European version. So I didn't know that it was released as Starwing in the UK. I thought it was still Star Fox. Like, even when we got... Do you remember when Nintendo did the like mini SNES and like things like that? They had like, you could buy just like, it looked like a SNES, but you plugged it into your like modern TV and there was no games to put in it because it was preloaded with like 50 games. And they were like, it comes with Star Fox and an unreleased Star Fox 2! Like, we had that and it was still called Star Fox. The original game is very difficult but fair. I still haven't completed the expert path. Expert, I probably couldn't even do it on like easy. So you're much better than I am at it. Where in the heck am I meant to put people to get to this door open? Because I can't do anything on this side. I'm just here to get my body double and body triple to open the door and finish the level. I'm still kind of convinced that I need to go put at least one of these laser thingamabobs on the other side of this. Officially, yeah, and then it was uploaded to the internet. I played it at least 5 years before. I think I have both versions. Okay. I didn't know it was released as Starwing. Genuinely, I've only ever known it as Star Fox. I like how they also sold like the SNES and stuff as like, oh, this is the first and only time it's ever gonna be released, and you have to get it like as soon as possible because you're not gonna be able to get it again. And now it's literally on Nintendo Online. Like, great planning, Nintendo. Great planning. Okay, hold on. You come over this side, just for a minute, yeah? So we can take this away. And I'm just gonna put it here for half a second. So I can put a hole through this wall. And we're gonna move... I think I'm just gonna move both of them through the wall. Well, at least one of them through the wall. Move the other one to like here, maybe. And then... oh no, wait, because I still have to get back. Hold on. Hold the phone. I still have to come back. To be fair, it's one of my favorite game series, so yes, I am much better at it probably. Probably. I almost have it master badge too, jeez. Yeah, you did a lot of the words, Abby. You do a lot of like the retro achievement stuff, so that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it's just like the cinema because of exclusive deals. That's why movies are advertised as only in theaters. So it does make sense. I mean, it does make sense. I'm not super surprised because it's Nintendo, but you know, I think some people would have liked for it to, you know, stayed as like, oh, this is a special thing certain people get and not other people. Because that's just what, it's just what the human race is like sometimes, you know? Wait. There we go. Take this back. I'm just running back and forth trying to figure this out now. I last played Star Fox last year on its anniversary. Fair. That's fair. Okay. But now what? Because now... Oh, actually, I could probably reach it from here. Hold on. Hold the phone. The only problem is gonna be the fact that I can't open the third door. Well, I can, but then I can't get to that part. Ah! I feel like I'm losing my mind. Let's give me the one I put on the other side of this back. I feel like I'm missing something very important here. And I wish I knew what it was. To tell you the truth. I'm gonna stand here. If it'll let me. No, it won't let me. Okay, well. We've got ads and oh, we've got ads now. Apologies. Nope. Nope. Go there. You're gonna stand there. I'm gonna take this. Over here. And we're gonna swap this back over. We're gonna get back in this position again. What I have left to do for the game, beat medium route. I thought I beat that. Nope. Beat expert route, get 777 on slot machine and super secret level. I've never accessed it. And rating of 95% or higher for all levels without using the black hole. Oof. Yeah, I could never. So, props to you for that. Because that's some serious work. That's gonna take some serious, serious work. Okay. I am still convinced that I'm not that far off from getting this right. And I'm still convinced that I need to open up a hole here so I can put this through. I think this is a step I've been missing and like skipping over the whole time. Right. We're gonna put the laser through the hole. Doesn't matter if it's connected or not. Yes, this is exactly the step I've been missing. Pick this up. Put it there. Now I've finished the level! Oh my goodness. That was a lot of running around. Oh. That was a lot of running around. Okay, back to my original self. Please. Thank you. Oh. I remember getting to Andros on medium, but dying to him. Ooh. Okay. What's up? Oh, up is my bridge. Okay. Do I have a question mark somewhere? Oh, I do. Over this way. Good job on solving that puzzle. Thank you. It was hurting my brain, to tell you the truth. I think it was actually fairly obvious it was hurting my brain, actually, but... Where are we? Oh yeah. This is our other secret puzzle. I know the reason why I was too nervous. And I flew too many obstacles right before him, and then I got hit by Andros chunks. Ah, fair. That's fair. A blue laser. Are you a normal laser pointer? You're a normal laser pointer. A red gate. A second red gate. Second normal pointer. Okay. Do I have a help person or no? Whee! There's a red laser. Here's where the blue gate is. Okay. Aha, I do have help, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Get it or not. Oh no, actually, yes, I will. I will be able to. That's the whole point. There we go. Cool. Now, I have another red one to do, but I might have to find some way of... Ooh. I can fly up here. Ooh, okay, that's helpful. That is helpful. That's very helpful. I feel like potentially might have to happen. And I might have to take this and just sort of connect it to there and find some way of getting it to float. Which I think that means like both of us need to be on the one side. Just need to get better at pattern recognition, like on easy and commit to the bit. Yeah, I can see that. That's fair. Right, I'm gonna stand here. Body double. Body double me up. There we go. Cool. Okay. Now. Let's do this. That does work. Okay, good. Meanwhile, I need... Where's body double? There. Body double needs to come back here. So we both need to be on the same side to do this. Whee! Because one of us needs to stand here. And the other one needs to be able to go back over. But I couldn't see body double to swap back before. There we go. What's in here? Oh yes, another normal laser connector. Okay. I think, possibly, I need to take it up again. Can I reach the other blue connector? No. Okay. I can reach my body double though. There we go. Yes. I think I know what I'm doing. I think. Honestly, I wouldn't put 100% on it, but I think I know what I'm doing. Body double's gonna come and let me fly. Fly like a bird, gonna go away. Okay. So, I believe... Actually, if I just fly over here. And just leave it like that. Put it as far over here as I can, where it would hopefully still be reached by the other one. And then we're gonna reset what it's connected to on this side. So you're no longer gonna be connected to red. You are gonna be connected to... if I can. Might not be able to. Hold on. I know what I want to do with it. I know what I want to do with it. I just need... There we go. Whoop. Need it to do this. And bring my body double over. So that one of us can stand on the plate and the other one can finish the level. Hopefully. There we go. Cinema time! As Commander Shepard says in Mass Effect, I should go. Okie dokie. Thank you for being here, Brazzaro. It's very much appreciated. Have a great time at the cinema. And hopefully I will catch you again soon. See you later. Bye. Let's go. Okay. This is just the extra puzzle. I don't actually need to do this puzzle. But it's done now. Because I found it. So why not? There we go.
Odd. 1K solved all the puzzles in this area, but nothing happened. There was a brief blip in the system, though. Maybe it'll do something later. There has to be some sort of point.
Okay, let's go bridge time. Bridge time. Is it? I think it's up the stairs? Yes, okay. There we go. I didn't realize how many stairs we came down before. But look at the pretty view with all the mountains. Yes, I like these views. No, I don't want to live with them. Spent 28 years of my life living with 28? Yeah, 28 years of my life living with mountains and stuff. Not fun, don't recommend. Not even really like huge mountains, just mostly hills, to be honest. Not gonna lie. But still don't recommend. Is this gonna just take me back to like the travel section? Is that what's happening here? Hold on, that was the wrong piece. I think this needs to be the square piece. There we go. Okay. Say this is not the right piece, but it's okay. Oh, no, that's really not the right piece. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. This is the only piece that fits. There. Okay, just double checking. This is the only option. Okay. Oh, this T-piece could be an option. And then the square. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that will take me back to... Does it take me back to the... Wait. Did I skip a piece of the puzzle? No, but for real, did I actually skip the other half of this? Or was this where I was meant to start? Oh no, this is where I was meant to start from. Okay. Okay. Good. That's good. Okay. I misread that. I genuinely thought it was just gonna be like, oh, this takes you back to the transport. Nope. No, it doesn't. Okay. I guess this is technically a tower then? So... It's tower time! Whee!
For tricking the gods to help humankind, Prometheus was punished by being bound to a rock, there to be eternally tormented. The chains that held him were forged by Hephaestus, blacksmith to the gods. Was Hephaestus right to allow his art to be used in this fashion?
Is the issue that they were made to help humans? Or is the issue that he was tricking them to get that end result? Because they're two very different things. Okay, I'm torn between these two. If Hephaestus thought the punishment unjust, he should have refused. Or Hephaestus only forged the chains, it was Zeus who bound Prometheus. If Hephaestus thought the punishment unjust, he should have refused.
And why was it for lowly, lame Hephaestus to make this choice, and not mighty Zeus?
Because it was his art? I don't know. A creator ought to have control over his creation.
And yet no one can control what time will bring. As you continue your journey to the flame, remember Hephaestus and the burdens of the blacksmith.
Okay. Cryptic again.
Pattern is holding. Solve the puzzles, enter the tower, speak to an entity, turn on the beam. It's like she's appealing to our past, reminding us of where we came from, but changing enough elements to make us view our history through a different lens. Or maybe I'm completely missing the point. I don't know.
You might have something there.
I read about this in a book. It's called defamiliarization.
Yakut? I think I'm actually impressed.
She didn't have to sound so surprised by that, but never mind. Anyway, let's go back to the transport. I believe it's down here. Go. And I'm just going to take us back to the main area, call it a day. Take us back to the main area, read through any social media stuff that's missing at the moment, and we will leave it there for today. I think it's like, it's a lot of stuff to do, like run around like one section of island, plus do the megastructure, or like run around 2 sections of island. So I feel like that's the decent way to split this up. The only reason the first time we played this only got through 1 section is because I spent more than half the stream just running around New Jerusalem. Just investigating everything. So yeah, I think this is a decent way to split it up, because then it's like, because there's 3 sections in like east, north, south, and west, it's like, okay, so I can do 1, or like 1 in the megastructure, and then next time do 2, and then repeat until the end. So like, if that makes sense. Let's have a quick look at our interface stuff. Research. This was what was on the Sphinx in North 1. But I'm not really fussed about working it out, to be honest. And what have we got? Yakut, spectacular! These structures are just so impressive. I don't understand what possible function this structure could have, but it's really, really impressive. Hold on, could that be its function? Just to be impressive? I mean, possibly, it depends who built it. Okay, social media. Body replication. Dossicles. The technology discovered by the expedition changes everything. Every argument about how hard it is to get access to the resources necessary to create more of us goes out the window. We can create more people. 1K doesn't have to be the last, and it would be easy. Are we really going to give up just because of the goal? Elwyn, energy doesn't just come from nowhere. We have no idea what the real cost behind this technology is. Ovis. Besides, the goal isn't ideal, not just a limit we ran into by accident, it is the will of the founder. Zagran. Yeah, right. Elwyn, it's not necessary to share a personal belief in the founder to understand the value of the goal. It's clear to all but the most radical that humanity needs limits for its own sake and for the sake of the planet. Damien, you say that as if it was self-evident. It's not. You're smuggling a whole host of misanthropic ideas into the conversation under the disguise of reasonableness. Your premises are completely rotten. Elwyn, I believe the results of human history speak for themselves, and I find it shocking that anyone would disagree with something so obvious. Zagaran. Shocking that anyone would value human beings and think that maybe our ancestors could have solved their problems using their brains instead of preaching misery for all. That maybe there is some goddamn point in blaming other factors beyond technology and growth. Like, I don't know, people in positions of authority preaching their self-important BS morality instead of trying to solve ordinary people's problems. I'm just filling in the stars. Ellen, authority. I'm just an academic. Damien, that's completely disingenuous and you know it. Your clique has the mayor's ear. Ellen, clique? I assure you there's no such thing. Jeremy, this conversation's getting out of hand. If you can't behave, I'm shutting this thread down. Okay, the thing is, the conversations are necessary, and they shouldn't be banned. But people sometimes take these things too far, so it does become irritating, but should be allowed as a matter of principle. But then maybe the best thing is to close until everyone calms down, but then I also know nobody is gonna calm down at the same time. Conversations are necessary, they should not be banned. Damien, thank you 1K. New Jerusalem is a democracy, and without free speech, democracy is a sham. Jeremy, a lovely sentiment, but you should try moderating this forum and see what it's like. If every conversation is allowed to explode, instability is guaranteed. We have to set reasonable limits on behavior. Thread closed. Okay. Okay, Jeremy. Oh wait, I had one more. Ooh, Helga, an introduction. Is this the crazy woman that tried to sell me stuff that was like, ooh, upgrades, but like it's like, sniff the air? Okay. Anywhoozles. Helga, 101. 1K, Helga here. It turns out we have a mutual friend, Doge, though I thought it might be fun for us to chat, especially considering your positive feedback when we met in the city. Yes, I was interested to meet you. Helga, I like to connect with people with the imagination to see the world without insisting it fit inside whatever boxes they hold in their heads. The powers that be in New Jerusalem tend to think they know how things ought to be. They set themselves these intractable goals, then take them so seriously they forget to enjoy what comes of them. I just want everyone to enjoy themselves. Sounds like fun. Helga, every time I catch a glimpse of truth, it looks a little different. I can't see your face, but I sense you're full of questions. Have at it. Who are you? Helga, if I were a book, there'd be a shopkeeper on the front cover. You should drop by when you're next in town. We've got some exciting new stock. Okay. Where are you? Helga, in the heart of the city. Not much footfall right now, so I'm taking a moment to enjoy Chansey's gardens. Okay, I'm going to ask the next non-logical question. Why are you? Helga, straight to the big questions, huh? Well, not really, because I asked you two other ones first, but okay. I knew I was going to like you. Why are you? Why is anything? Why? You know how when you zoom into something, you always find its opposite? Curved lines become single points, you see colors and hear sounds, but when you really look at it, it's all just ones and zeros. And just when you think you've got it, you zoom into the binary and find there's fractions in between. That's why. Two poles of the same one thing doing a dance just because they can. Okay, I only want to know what you want with me. Helga, I have this sneaking suspicion your expedition will bring great change to New Jerusalem. I just want you to approach it with an open mind and a kind heart, and to regale me with stories of adventure when you come home. It all sounds like such fun, and whatever you choose to do, it's going to put the wind up some people back home. That sounds fun too. I make a point of never telling anyone how to live their lives, but I will make one request. Please don't share what I've told you with the city just yet. I have to consider my business's reputation, and people are such better customers when they think they know what you're selling. So what do you think? Are we going to be friends? Sure. Yeah, sure. Helga, how sweet. Well, usually there's a bit more of a ceremony. Nothing fancy, just some rituals where you eat a live bat and then vibrate some cat guts at the precise frequency of the gate to the 9th dimension. Wait, what? I don't even want to know. What? Okay, but that will have to wait until you're next in the city. In the meantime, welcome to the coven. Ooh, I'm in a coven? Eh. Wait, is this some kind of secret society? Helga, that makes things sound terribly organized, but they're just organized terribly, if at all. So no, it's not a secret society, it's just that a society contains people who know secrets. Is there a secret handshake? Helga, no, but I can give you a randomly generated code phrase if you like. Majestic dashing hamsters. Okay. Are there others? Of course, everyone in the city is a member of the Coven in some way or another. Most of them don't even realize it, but everyone knows a few words of magic. Okay, are there rules? Helga, only if it helps, dear. Don't get me wrong, some patterns of behavior work more reliably than others, but I know better than to try to write them down. Okay, thanks. Let's stay in touch. I guess. Okay, well, that's where we're going to leave it for today. I want to say thank you everybody very much for being here. It's very, very much appreciated. Thank you for all the chats, redeems, lurks, chats. I already said chats. Thank you for just being here, even if you're lurking. I very much appreciate it. I'm just going to drop my links and stuff and head off because it's quite late and I'm sleepy. But if you're not already following, here are my social links for Twitter and Blue Sky for Go Live notifications mostly. Here's my IGTV link if you want to see a list of everything we finished on stream so far. There's a YouTube. We mostly have VODs up there, but we do have some Let's Play content going live at the moment. Between VOD uploads is when we'll get some Let's Play content, provided I have it filmed ready to go, obviously. But yeah, there was a Let's Play part 1 last week and a part 2 this week of Callisto Protocol that went up there. So if you're interested, that's there for you to watch. Don't forget we have a Discord if you'd like to join. And don't forget to go and collect your creator cards if you want some virtual trading cards of your favorite streamer, aka me or, you know, anybody else that's on there that you watch that you would like to have cards for. So, it's all free, by the way. Thank you for being here. I very much appreciate it, and I will see you all again next Friday, 8 PM Amsterdam time. Catch you guys later. Bye!